Hello!
Hello, everybody.
Hello, YouTube, we're here.
Well, YouTube and Twitch.
Well, YouTube and Twitch, technically, because this is going to be this week's Ditto Fridays, clipped up.
Yes.
Yes. So hopefully, it goes well.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, hopefully it goes well. Fingers crossed it comes out on Friday.
Hopefully it comes out on Friday, because H has got to edit it by Friday, and it's now Wednesday.
You know, I'm not going to edit it like when this is over, straight away. So.
Yeah, that'll be Thursday/Friday's job then.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're going to have some guests.
Yeah, we've got two special guests appearing later in the podcast. That should be fun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They've all got their own sort of section as such.
Yeah. We'll split it into what? We'll split it into 4 sections. Is it 4 sections?
Yes.
Is it more than that? There's more than that, isn't it?
4.
No,
One,
it's 4. It's 4. It's 4.
5, technically, if you include questions.
Yeah, so we've got me and H chatting now. We've got a special guest for another section after this. Then we've got another special guest for after that. Then we've got another special, just me and H chatting crap. And then last half an hour we're taking questions from chat. So yeah, that's the preface of this, as usual.
How do you think the series is going so far?
What, season 3 of Ditto Fridays?
Yeah.
Right, now this is going to be really bad. I need to cast a... What was the first one of season 3?
The first one was a podcast.
I can't remember what the podcast. I can't remember. Have you got YouTube up on your phone? I'm going to have YouTube on my phone. I can't remember. I'm Banksy. That was it.
That's it.
I'm Banksy. Yeah. So we talked, because that was when the Banksy stuff was just happening. That was ages ago.
That was ages ago.
It was.
How many months ago was that?
1 month. That was.
When was that?
That was 6 ago. Yeah. So this is week 7. Then we did Don't Forget the Lyrics.
Yes, I remember that one. And well, you tried to revive yourself on the Pokemon theme.
I did get the Pokemon thing right. I 100% did. I got it 100% right. The thing I got wrong on that video was that I chose Ed Sheeran over The Darkness. If I didn't do that, I would have won the game show.
Yes.
But I went with my ginger brother and got it wrong, and I should have went for The Darkness, which is really annoying. I saw the answer for the question actually came up, which is really annoying me. It really is.
It's still bugging you.
It's still annoying me to this day that I got it. I said the answer and I got it wrong. I'm still yet to win a bloody quiz show stuff. I still haven't. Because, what's it called? When we did Smarter Than 10-Year-Old, I was like 1 away. I got something stupid like that. Was I 1 away? I got the question before the big boy question wrong.
Yeah.
So I phoned up Kieran, didn't I? We both got it wrong.
Yeah. Well, you got some of it right. You got 2 out of 3.
We got 2 out of 3 right, which is really annoying. But yeah, and obviously when we did the millionaire video, I got like 64 grand or something stupid like that. So yeah.
So what you spent your 64 grand on?
I
know. Oh, I know what you brought it on.
Oh yeah.
You have to find out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, next week. After that, we did the apology video.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Quite well, I think.
That's the best one so far this season, so I'll take it.
The last skit one was quite good.
Do you think? Okay, personal opinion, right? Do you think the sorry video was better or worse than the how-to video we did?
I don't know. I think the how-to was more fun to film, but I think end product, yeah. End product.
I think I'm sorry is better.
I think end product that's better, but I think the other one was quite fun to film. Especially the the one where you ran away from the window.
Oh yeah, that bit was like, who's that? Running away. Yeah. That was, I still think I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely up there. For sure. Well, after that was Eggs.
Eggy Boys.
Eggy Boys. Eggy Boys. Like that was like the kind of like it was kind of a vloggy type one at the start, like the first 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, and then it went into the.
They went to
like,
being bullied by Courtney, Dan, you, Leia with eggs.
Yeah, and that was the first time that we used our new software. That episode.
Was it? Did you not? Oh yeah, I did the skip one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was new software. Yeah. Hopefully, it leveled up the content. Hopefully.
Well, I think so. I think as the weeks go by, it's been getting a bit better since then. Whilst I've been learning, I think next week's I learned quite a few new things. So
yeah,
I think that's going to be quite good.
Because I've watched next week's The Day of Fridays. I think like it's probably like editing wise, probably one of the best ones. I think. Barring the ones, obviously, because Kieran's done freaking editing for like a year and a half intense at uni, so
yeah.
But Kieran only mainly did the music videos, right?
Yeah, I think for the I think it's the best one if we don't include Kieran's ones.
Yes, which is pretty much said that my editing is shit. The problem is I don't have time. That's the problem. Because I've got Twitch every day and If I didn't do Twitch, I could 100% like edit like really good.
Yeah, probably. I think that as I've been filming it, I've been thinking of ideas already, so I kind of just
go with it. Yeah.
Instinctively know what I want to do in editing.
Yeah.
So I think. Well, I attempted to play around with 3D audio on the next week's one.
Yeah. Did that work?
It was quite fun, but it was because there were so many clips. It was so time consuming that I didn't bother in the end. But I tried to get it so like the music and the titles, as the text moves closer to you. Yeah. It moves from behind you to front. I did that, and that was quite good. Yeah. But then after that, I was at the point where I was like, I think there was 190 different videos in the video. God. In the end. That's a lot. I was just like, I can't be bothered with that. Yeah. I can't be bothered because you've got to set it up for each bloody clip, and I was like, if it was like a podcast or something where the clips are longer and it's just a bit easier, I'd give it a go. Yeah. But I think I managed to get, because of how many different videos were in the thing, and that, I think the final video, the next week, although it's about 20 minutes long?
I think it's like 20 minutes long. Something like that.
It's
around that ballpark, yeah.
I think it was about 15 gig in the end.
For a 20-minute video.
Yeah.
And usually, right, to put into context, right, we filmed a podcast which was an hour and a half, which was about 16 gigabytes.
Yes.
So, it's about the same in about 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 times as short.
Yeah, but I suppose
because there's lots of like edits and like different stuff, not just the clips I sent you over.
Yeah,
and I think you did it well because the clips you used weren't like long enough to get the copyright strike. I don't think.
No, but I think it was quite.
I'm not sure though.
I don't know, but
because when you upload it does check before you upload it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it flagged anything up, to be honest.
I don't think it did. If it does, then probably an orange or red or something.
Yeah, but
it's unfortunate because that's what happened with the Try Not to Laugh video. That got red like instantly.
I think the Try Not to Laugh was out for about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it went red.
And then I claimed it. I think. Yeah, I claimed it on the Friday or the Saturday because I think I was away when that came out, wasn't I? I was down with Kieran, wasn't I? Was that weekend?
I think you were, yeah.
It was that weekend.
I think so.
You were busy with work, so I had to wait till I got back from Kieran's to sort it out. I unclaimed it, but I think the Wednesday or something it came back live, but it was an 18 plus.
Yeah, so
that was quite annoying, but you know, it's one of those things.
It was quite a good video, but it just didn't end well.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, because honestly, like the rest of this season, like what was last week's? Oh yeah, the one after that was the with water infusion one.
Yes, that was last week's.
That was last week's one, wasn't it? Yeah, that was
quite fun filming that, I think.
Yeah, I think
for me it was anyway.
It was, yeah.
For me.
Every time I talk to someone about it, they say, "Why are you weirdo doing that?" I'm like, to be honest, right? Barring the chili one, the onion one, and the maple syrup one, they're all nice.
No, you said. I think you said the onion was all right, but.
Oh yeah, it was all right, but it wasn't like. It was drinkable.
Did it taste like pickled? Like that pickled onion juice you said, didn't you?
It tastes like weak, like bride you get like pickled onions. I didn't have the vinegar in it. I didn't have the vinegar in it. That was the thing. If we put vinegar in it, it would taste like that. Would have been disgusting.
Probably.
Because didn't I put it? I didn't put it in the bottom, did I? I put chilies right at the end. Then it was maple syrup. Then it was onions, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, because marshmallow was the top one. Marshmallow was actually the nicest one.
Yeah, well, they did marshmallow squash at some point. So.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that. Or was it marshmallow?
Strawberry marshmallow, maybe something like that.
I remember they did soap with marshmallow and the strawberry laces soap. I remember that.
They did not refreshers. What is it called?
Squashies.
Or is it refreshers? No, not squashies. What are they called? They're like the chewy bars that are yellow.
The chewy bars that are yellow?
And got sherbet in it.
Ah, you're talking to the wrong person. What the? No, they are.
Because
they are refreshers, aren't they?
I think so. Well, there's two bloody refreshers. There's that one, and then the other one's in a tube, and they're called refreshers as well.
What do you mean the ones in the tube? I don't know what you're on about.
Chat, someone.
Yeah, call it refreshers. That's what you're on about. Refreshers.
But I remember the soap of that.
Yeah, there's soap of that. These podcasts go freaking off on one, don't they? Talk about YouTube rather than bloody refreshers, right? Yeah, here's the brain needs a refresher. Jesus Christ, right? So yeah, marshmallow water, right?
Yeah. No, I think it was Morrison who made the marshmallow squash.
I haven't seen it. They must have stopped doing it.
Probably, but I'm sure they've done it.
They must have done. Anyway, yeah. So that was like all the YouTube stuff really we've done this season, because this is season 7. We've got 2 more videos coming out, which we've already planned.
Yes.
One's done. One's we need to record. And then season 4. How are we on season 4 already?
I don't know how well you can see this from here.
Direct. I can't remember what that says. No. I can't read, it's so dark.
Okay, I'll turn the brightness up. Don't bother about mine, just the squash.
Marshmallows, there we go, marshmallow squash. See? It is a thing.
And it's pink.
And it's pink as well.
Why is it pink? Ours come out
pink
white.
Marshmallows. Yeah, it did come out white, didn't it? We used the white and yellow, like pink one, didn't we?
Yeah, we use pink ones in it as well as the white ones.
Yeah,
we
use
use
food colouring. Because
Probably
it's white. Why would you buy it if it was white? Let's be real.
Well, apple squash is white. Why isn't apple squash?
No, it's not. Apple squash is like a brownie colour, isn't it?
Not all apple.
Yeah, apple squash. You buy it, double concentrate. It's like brown.
Or is it because it's got? Or is it because it's the barley one that's got? It makes it white.
Yeah, the fruit and barley one makes it white. Yeah, or lighter green colour. Yeah.
Why are you switching hat?
Because Jack's put Luigi hat on, and I can't do both. But we're back with Luigi. It's fine.
Hey, you can put both on, one on top of each other.
How do I do that? Like that? Is that how it works? Yeah, but you can't do the Luigi hat. What do you have to do?
No, you put the other one at the side.
What, do that?
Yeah, there you go.
For God's sake. You can't do the L though. Hang on.
There you go, like that.
It's got an L on it, so it's fine. There we go, that'll do. That do? I'm like an idiot. Why? I should make it so I don't bloody know. But anyway, yeah, we got. There we go, perfect. So yeah, Twitch is definitely popping off right now because we are hitting. I think we overtake YouTube in subscribers with a trajectory by like November or by Christmas, which is really mad because I started YouTube in 2017 and I started Twitch last year. Yeah, it's really weird, but hey, apparently Twitch is my place and not YouTube, but it's fine. So yeah, we've got tournaments coming up, we've got collabs coming up, which will be really, really exciting. I'm really looking forward to some of the stuff we're doing. Anyway, we've hit 8 o'clock. Do you know what that means?
Guest time.
Guest number 1, reveal yourself!
Hi.
It worked! So, hello, Mr. Jack.
Hello. Hello.
Our first ever guest on the podcast.
Hi, that's me.
How many have we done? How many have we actually done podcasts without a guest? At least 6 or 7, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And Jack's the first.
Yeah, and
I'm honoured.
By talking about the one and only Nintendo Direct.
Nintendo Direct, which came out about a week ago. Was it about a week ago? Was it a week ago?
It was 6 days ago. It was last Thursday.
Oh. So, it's, you know, it's less than a week, so it's still hot news.
Yeah, still hot news.
As I was sort of connecting to this, I saw that in the Discord, though, that apparently they sort of leaked something before they actually started streaming.
Yes, so ahead of time, I didn't actually see this because I got warned ahead of time, thankfully.
Yeah.
But apparently they leaked the new Kirby game, which is quite unfortunate because that was one of the bigger reveals of the Direct.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the bigger ones.
Okay, that was.
So they leaked that ahead of time. So Kirby was trending on Twitter before the Direct even started.
Now, I suppose my argument is, did they deliberately do it? Because
yes,
if they create that sort of hype just beforehand, then obviously more people are going to go and watch it to see if it's like.
So the way I see it is, whenever a Direct comes out, there's always so many leakers. There's so many people like saying this is going to be in it and that's going to be in it. Nobody knows what's real and what's not coming up to a Nintendo Direct. Especially when it's anything to do with Smash Bros. The internet goes crazy when it's anything to do with Smash.
Yeah, no, it's the same with it's the same with like any tech event as well. It's just like, oh, the phone's going to look like this. It's going to look like this, and then it's just
no.
Nothing like it.
And it was the same with the PlayStation one, which was, I believe, earlier this month as well, which had a lot of hype around it. And it's like a never-ending cycle. Like every single time one of these is announced, the hype builds and builds and builds, and then everyone gets disappointed when the Direct comes.
It's like
then everyone will say, Nintendo is the worst, I'm never going to support them again. And then they announce the next Direct, and they're like, oh my god, it's a Nintendo Direct! Oh my god!
It's like people reach level 10 before the leaks come out, and then the leaks come out and they drop down to like a number 5 or a 6 again. Like, I'm not hyped anymore. And it goes,
Yeah, people expect every single Nintendo Direct to be just all AAA games that everyone is excited for. But Nintendo Directs are 80% random crap that nobody cares about.
Yes.
So while I was getting ready for this, I compiled a list of like the different things that were announced in the Direct, and just going through them. I'm just going to go through them very quickly, just to summarize how much stuff was actually of any note in the Direct. So we start out with Monster Hunter Rise, like an expansion. I've never played that game. I don't really care, but I'm sure that's a big thing, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Mario Party Superstars. That's a good game. Like, we're excited for that. But we know about that. That game's already been announced. That's not a big thing.
Nah.
Voice of Cards. Some strange RPG where everything is made of cards. Now, I thought this looked interesting, so I played the demo for it. It's not actually a card game. It's just all made of cards. Like, it's just a typical generic RPG. The only gimmick is that the world is made of cards.
So it's like Paper Mario type dealio, but it's just
not Paper Mario, but it's just, it's Card Mario, it's an RPG. Well, that's what the original Paper Mario was RPG, but I digress.
Yeah.
Then we have Disco Elysium, a game that anybody who's interested in it has already played.
Yeah.
Then we have DLC for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, a game that I don't think anyone plays that anymore. I liked it when it came out. I don't play it anymore.
Yeah.
Who cares? And then we have, of course, the amazing Chocobo Grand Prix, which
it looks like a carbon copy of Mario Kart.
It is.
Mario Kart. Is it Final Fantasy Mario Kart?
It's Final Fantasy Mario Kart, but with none of the actual characters from Final Fantasy. Just like the random monsters.
Yeah.
But like a Chocobo and like all the random crap because they can't actually afford to get the licensing to have Cloud in the game.
Oh, for God's sake.
So then we have Smash Bros. Is going to be in a separate Direct.
Yeah. Oh.
So there's no news.
Isn't that the last character reveals or something? The next one.
The final character reveal is going to be in just under a week's time. Who do you think it's going to be? Out of curiosity. I know who you don't want it to be.
It's not going to be Waluigi.
You don't want it to be Waluigi. I want it to be Waluigi just so that you can be unhappy about it.
Dean's saying Master Chief. I can see that happening, to be honest. Because it's Steve.
So the reason Master Chief is a big theory is because there is a very, very prominent Smash Bros. Leaker who got a lot of stuff right when Smash Ultimate released and then for all the DLC. And this guy was saying up until very recently that the last fighter would be Master Chief.
Right.
He's now gone back on it and said he doesn't know if he can trust the source anymore, but because of that, a lot of people think it's going to be Master Chief.
Yeah.
I've never played Halo, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
I
like it to be.
I think it probably is going to be Master Chief, though, and I'm going to be very much whelmed. Not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed, I'll just be whelmed.
I'd like it to them to announce a Sonic character and just be Tails and not Shadow. I think that'd be really funny.
I really want Tails to be in the game. I don't understand.
Tails would be quite good.
Knuckles would be a good one, to be honest.
Yeah, so just for reference, like Sonic has been in the Smash Bros. Series since 2008. We're now in 2021, and he still does not have any supporting characters.
Nah.
We've got 2 characters from Castlevania. We've got 2 characters from... But we've got like fucking 5 million characters from Fire Emblem, but we don't have Tails.
I mean,
imagine if they put like Dr. Eggman in it.
Oh yes,
Dr. Eggman would be fun. Dr. Eggman would be fun, but they need to add Tails. Tails needs to be in it before Dr. Eggman.
Tails and it's only Knuckles' assist trophy, isn't it?
Knuckles is an assist trophy, yeah.
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 They need to add Tails or Eggman. I'll take either of those, to be honest.
Yeah, that would be fun. But yeah, so there's no news from the actual Direct that we're talking about. So next up we've got Kirby, which obviously everyone already knew about ahead of time. That game looks good. I've never played a Kirby game before, but it actually looks fun.
Same. I think maybe
it looks a bit like
it's got Odyssey vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got sort of Odyssey 3D land kind of vibes. Really,
I'll definitely play it on stream if enough people want me to play it. 100%. I'll definitely be up for that. As long as it's not like Zelda, I'll play it.
I don't think it's going to be like Zelda.
I've got to change hats again. We're back. There we go.
So yeah, so that game looks awesome. Next up, we've got Animal Crossing New Horizons, another huge game for the Switch, which is also in a separate direct.
Because they're adding a new thing to it, isn't it? From the old game.
So they're adding the Loft, I think it's called. Something like that. It's some kind of cafe thing. I honestly don't know because I haven't played any of the other games.
Yeah, no, I've got down here on my notes that they're apparently going to have a cafe, but they said more details in October. So.
No.
Yeah. So once again, so you got Smash Bros and Animal Crossing, arguably two of the biggest games on the Switch.
Yeah.
And both of them are not actually in this direct. Yeah. So that's great.
Fun times.
Yeah. So then we've got Mario Golf Super Rush, a game that I don't know anyone who played that game. But apparently they're adding Koopa Trooper, which, okay, cool. And Ninja. What is Ninja?
What's a Ninja?
I've never heard of Ninja. Well, what is he? Why is he here?
Well, who's Ninja? Can someone tell me who Ninja is? Chat? Anyone? Please?
It's like some strange, like, little... It looks a little bit like Spike, but it's like... It doesn't have the spikes. It's like black and it's got like red buttons.
I've googled Ninja and the freaking deep fat air fryers come up.
I just googled.
Now apparently, I had no idea who Ninja was. So before this, I looked into it, and apparently Ninja has been in a lot of games. It's been in Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario World, Paper Mario, Mario Party Advance, Paper Mario Sticker Star, Paper Mario Color Splash, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, Super Mario Run, and Super Mario Maker 2. I've played almost all of those games, and I have never seen or heard of Ninja.
Ninja looks like frickin' Fall Guys.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh my god, yeah.
It does! It's a Fall Guys!
Fall Guys crossed with Among Us.
Yeah,
Fall Guys crossed Among Us.
Ninja literally could be a skin in Fall Guys, and I don't think anyone would be any the wiser.
That kind of like... People are playing that again, I've seen on Twitch.
I've been playing Fall Guys. Literally today I was playing some Fall Guys.
Yeah. It's like back in the day, like Among Us and Fall Guys were the top tier games, like start of the year. Among Us like died off, and Fall Guys is like clinging on there.
Well, Fall Guys is adding like a bunch of new stuff though. Like Fall Guys is on like season 5 now. Like and every single season they add like 10 new maps. They add like a bunch of new skins and all that stuff. So I can like go in, and bearing in mind when Fall Guys first came out, there was basically like 12 or 13 different games that you could do in that game. It got repetitive pretty fast.
Yeah.
There's now like, I mean I haven't counted, but there must be at least like 45 or 50.
50 now, yeah.
Like it's ridiculous how many there are.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Of course, it doesn't matter from your point of view because your computer, last I checked, can't even run Fall Guys.
That was my old laptop.
Oh, was it? Oh, well, obviously,
that was before I moved out, Jack.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, obviously, you need to make a comeback. You need to redeem yourself and actually qualify from round 1.
When I bring back, that was a video. I tried to do a second one with H and it just failed, didn't it? I remember doing that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Me and you were sat in your room at Mum's, basically. We played Fall Guys. I played it, didn't get past level 2, I think. H played it one time, they got to like level 3, level 4. And I was really pissed off. And then the whole footage just went gone.
Oh no.
That was actually would have been a good video, to be fair.
I think you should do a stream of Fall Guys. Redeem yourself and prove that you can actually get past round 1.
When I bring back, you play this scrub because I'm so overpacked right now. I'm down. Fall Guys.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea. And I can even play it with you if you want, so that then we can do some squad duos and I can carry you to the win.
Yeah, 100%. I'll need it.
Oh, God.
So we've gone Anyway, off of Fall Guys, I think the main big news from that Nintendo Direct, personally for me, was the film. That just came out of nowhere. I was like, I was away when this was happening, I woke up the next day, and I opened Twitter, and it said, Chris Pratt is Mario, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I was like, is there a trailer? I googled the trailer. There's no trailer till like December or something, they said. I don't know when the trailer's coming out.
But apparently it's going to be the same people who made like Despicable Me and Minions.
Okay.
It's making it.
That should be alright then.
It's exactly what you want to hear in the trailer, like, brought to you by the people who made the Minions movie.
I mean, Despicable Me is a good movie. You can't even deny it.
I can very much deny that.
What?
The Minions movie is a cancer on the face of the
No,
earth.
not the Minions movie, the first Despicable Me.
The first Despicable Me is good.
Yeah,
not the Minions movie, though.
Well, they ran out of ideas, clearly. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I honestly am I'm unironically very excited for this. Chris Pratt as Mario is, I mean...
Yeah. Right, can you read off the list of who the actors are? Can you probably got in front of you?
Yeah, I've got, Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi, Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, and then the best two, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Doesn't make... It just come out of nowhere. Why is Seth Rogen Donkey Kong?
And Jack Black as Bowser.
Now, this is, unironically, the best decision they could have made for Bowser. And what the hell? Jack Black of people to play Bowser.
The thing is, when I first read it, I thought Jack Black said he's going to be Wario. Clearly, that's what I thought they'd go to.
I thought that.
I thought, okay, is Waluigi in it? Waluigi's not in it, is he?
They haven't announced it yet, but I bet there's more characters than they've revealed at the moment.
I'm speculating Diddy Kong has to be in it because Cranky Kong's in it, and you can't have Cranky Kong without Diddy Kong. I'm sorry, you can't.
I'm trying to think though. If they're going to do like a whole thing where they have Mario, and they like with the Sonic movie, they have like Mario 2. What if they're going to have like a post-credit scene with like a character that hasn't been revealed yet? What if like Diddy Kong is like? What if like the what if the post-credit scene in the Mario movie is like Diddy Kong being born?
Oh god! Oh god!
Since I've written this, they have released a few more characters.
Have they?
Yes. So Keegan-Michael Key is Toad.
Yes, I heard this one. Yes, which is kind of bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Fred Armisen is Cranky Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Michael Richardson is Kamek, and Sebastian Maniscalco is the Foreman Spike.
The Foreman Spike.
So is Foreman Spike the same as Spike from like Mario Party and Mario Tennis?
Yes.
Is this the same character?
Yes, it's the same character, but I'm guessing he's the head Spike because there's loads of spikes in normal games.
Yeah.
And they've said apparently the actual current voice actor for Mario will be involved as various cameos.
Oh, no.
Yes. Now I saw in the Direct that when it said this, there was a yellow question mark when it said surprise cameos. So I think he's going to be Wario in the movie.
No.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be Wario. Charles Martinet is going to be Wario. I am calling it now.
If I see that purple lanky prick in the film over Diddy Kong, I'll be very upset.
What if it just like? What if the post-credits scene you think it's going to be Diddy Kong and then it's actually just Waluigi?
I will leave that fear as quickly as possible.
And then like the last bit of the credits just plays over like Hallelujah.
Oh god. I'm really looking. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. I don't think it's like when Detective Pikachu came out. That was like super hype, right?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like the same kind of level as hype as that.
Here's the thing. I think everyone's heard the casting and they're making all the memes of it. When an actual trailer drops, I think people are gonna get hyped.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
As soon as we see
unless it's an absolute like catastrophe, like the first Sonic trailer was.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely terrible.
that was the stuff of nightmares. Sonic's face in that.
That was the worst.
Yeah, but if this is the same people as obviously
Minions.
It's going to be animated, isn't it?
It's going to be that art style, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only problem with that is, right?
So are they going to use like?
If they went the same route as the Sonic movie and Detective Pikachu, they could technically in the future do a crossover.
Smash Bros. The movie.
I've been calling this for years.
Yes.
I've been saying this for years. The story mode in the Wii Smash is it Brawl?
Yes, the sex-based emissary.
That story mode has to be a film. 100%.
Yes.
That's the best story, ever. I want to see, is it Zelda? It's Link and Diddy Kong at a Rayquaza in the middle of the forest. I want to see that.
It was Fox and Diddy Kong, that was it. It was Fox and Diddy Kong fighting Rayquaza.
Yeah. And then there's Ness and the Pokemon trainer hunting Charizard, Ivysaur.
Yeah.
Stuff. There was Pikachu and Samus as well.
You got Lucario and Snake being cool in an airship.
You had Mario and Kirby doing their thing, and Pit.
And you've got the scene that my little brother used to find absolutely hilarious, where you've got Fox and Sheik, Falco and Sheik. I can't remember if it's Fox or Falco. One of them is fighting it out with Sheik, and then Peach just goes, "Stop!" and just offers a cup of tea to them. And the camera just pans over, and Sheik is just drinking tea calmly.
I like how they all go wrong towards the end, just before the end, and that's the Ouija and these dumb characters.
All the rejects who got captured early in the game. Suddenly they actually have to save the day. It was cool.
It was really
cool. And then Sonic appeared out of nowhere. Sonic was the Captain Marvel of Subspace Emissary.
They need to do this. Oh my god. Because recently it's all been game moves, isn't it? Pikachu, Pokemon, Sonic, Mario. There's probably going to be a Kirby one, probably. I don't know.
Probably. The problem you have is how do you match the tones of all these movies? Because you've got Mario, you've got Sonic, which can be kind of funny adventures. But then you've got Metroid. Metroid has a dark backstory. Her parents were murdered by Ridley. How do you have that with the same tone as the Mario movie?
I think that would be, I don't know. Unless they made, I don't know.
And then how far are we going to take this? Are we going to end up with characters what about the characters they add later as DLC? Are they going to end up with a Bayonetta movie? A Wii Fit Trainer movie?
Wii Fit Trainer movie. Was Wii Fit Trainer wasn't in Brawl, was she?
No, she was added in there.
She was
she was in the new Switch one, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was added in the Wii U one.
I think they'll just do it for the. If they do it, it'll just be ones that were in the actual first in that Wii story mode. I think that's what I think anyway.
Well, here's the thing: if they're going to do this, obviously they've done Sonic and they're doing Mario already. I feel like Zelda is a given.
Oh yeah, Zelda's next.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Sonic, Mario.
That's a given. I feel like Donkey Kong. I mean, let's just look at the original characters who were in the very first Smash Bros. You got Mario, you got Link, but Donkey Kong was in the Mario movie. Yoshi probably will be in a Mario movie.
Yeah.
What else you got? You got Samus. You got Pikachu. You've got Kirby.
Yeah.
You got Fox. And then you've got Luigi. You've got Jigglypuff. You've got Ness, and you got Captain Falcon. Now, Captain Falcon, I don't know anything about Captain Falcon. It's just a racing game. Who is he? How are you going to do a movie with Captain Falcon?
Oh, they'll pull off. They'll make a film about anything.
That movie's just going to be the ultimate meme. Captain Falcon himself is already just a meme.
Well, it'll be isn't there one Avenger which is just everyone just hates? Isn't that what's his name? I don't know. What the hell's his name? Isn't there one that everyone just hates? It's a meme of the Avengers world. Is it? It's not Aquaman, is it? It's something like
Ant-Man.
I don't know. It's I don't know. There's in every universe there's one that everyone just memes. So that will be Captain Falcon will be the Smash meme.
Well, I mean, the character everyone memes in the Marvel movies is probably, I don't know, Groot.
Probably.
So he says, I am Groot.
I am Groot. I am Captain Falcon.
I am Captain Falcon. Yeah, that's the only two words he says. Falcon Punch! The whole movie.
Yeah.
So that needs to happen. Nintendo, get on it.
Has been completed. We've talked about Nintendo for half an hour. It's been good.
And we didn't even touch upon Disney Magical World 2, the Enchanted Edition.
Oh, damn it.
We'll have to have another podcast just for that one.
Just for that. We'll do a 2-hour podcast on that. So thank you, Jack, for talking Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
No worries, anytime. Actually, no, not anytime. I don't want to have this conversation again.
Okay. God damn it, Jack. Bye, Jack.
I will bid you adieu.
Bye, Jack. And we have guest number 2.
Hello.
Hello. So you've heard Jack's rant about Nintendo Direct?
I know it's quite interesting. It's like but I haven't really kept up with it, like Nintendo.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see what's coming out in that. But it's weird because they keep bringing the same game out, just like remastering it. And I think a lot of people now are to the point where they're just like, can you just find something new and just do that?
Yeah.
With the pride of playing the same game over and over again.
I remember last podcast.
Yeah, I remember on the podcast before you had about a 5-6 minute rant just about why they released.
Why is there no new Nintendo games coming out at all? What was the last new one that came out? Like Odyssey. That's probably the newest one. Well, maybe
yeah.
That was 2017. Jeez, I played that with Bullard. That was a fun time. That was a fun time. Oh God, yeah, no.
I'm getting old now. It's ridiculous.
But hey, a lot of exciting and fun stuff this week, isn't it?
Yeah. What have you got for us, H?
I wrote this quite a while ago, I suppose, and the first thing I've put is
last week.
Sort of lovely petrol shortage. Because I'm just going to put out, why are people being such idiots?
Because they are.
It's that human nature thing, isn't it? It's I want what everyone else has got. It's so selfish and so greedy to the point where once we see someone else is getting it, we're going, oh my God, I must have it, I must have it, I must have it. And it's like, it's the toilet paper shortage all over again.
Toilet paper on steroids, because we can live without toilet paper, we can't live without cars. Well, we can, really.
But you can, but it's just like, if no one was told about it, then it would just be the same as normal.
Oh, yeah,
the funny thing is there's not a shortage of fuel. There's a shortage of drivers to get you the fuel.
Yeah.
But there's enough to go around if you're normal about it, and that's the same when obviously they were doing obviously the toilet paper and the food and that last year. There is enough to go around. You don't need to hoard it. You hoarding it is what's causing the problem.
Yeah.
I know. It's just
because when I was at Morrison's back in the day, back in my day when I was at Morrison's, there was you had to restrict people to have 2 bags of rice, 2 bags of pasta, and all this stuff. It's like, really, you need this much pasta because you're locked in for about 2 weeks? Like, why? Because at the start it was 2 or 3 weeks, and it's like, yeah, I need a year's supply of pasta. You don't. You just don't.
Everyone's just treating it like the bloody apocalypse, isn't they?
Yeah.
That's the worst thing about it, is we've suddenly just gone, oh my God, the world is ending, we've got the coronavirus still going on, and it's just that's it, everyone for themselves kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which causes us blinking problems, because you think if you just went, you know what, I don't need to put £2.50 of fuel in, I can save that for somebody else.
Yeah.
It would go a lot easier.
I don't know, it's like, I'm paying, I'll limit it to 20 quid per person.
Yeah.
I read somewhere it's 30 quid in most garages, and to be fair, that's all I put in my car anyway. 30 quid a go.
Yeah, 30 quid would fill me up the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little small one.
It's like when I went shopping when was it? Friday, Saturday last week. I literally drove to Morrison's, which is 5-minute drive. I got to the roundabout, queued up for ages, just to get into the ready shop to do my shopping. So I ended up having to park across the road, walk over the road, past all the cars to go into the shop. It's like, really?
That's the same at the start of the pandemic, though. Like, to get into any shop,
this was worse.
2-3 hour bloody wait outside.
But that was a queue outside the shop in cars, right? Because when the pandemic started, it was just people queuing outside. This is with cars. Yeah. So this is like extended travel everywhere.
Yeah. I remember when Mackey's opened.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
On the roundabout, that was absolutely crazy.
I walked home from work and I was like, hang on, why is there cars all the way down McDonald's, all the way past the school, all the way down there? It's like, it's ridiculous.
I just think it's nuts. I generally do think it's nuts because obviously everyone, again, it goes down to the thing that us humans are very selfish creatures.
Yeah.
And we're creatures of habit, and I don't think it's something we're going to end up. To be fair, it's not going to be a meteor or anything else or aliens that kill us off. It's going to be us.
100%.
No, definitely. Like, you know. But do you think this will sort of get people to buy more electric cars?
But so that's the thing.
They're going to be scared that something like this is going to happen again.
It's taken 100 years or so for normal cars, like fuel-based cars, to become sort of not cheap but more affordable for everybody.
Yeah.
And I know obviously electric cars are now coming on the market, but they're not cheap. It's not something someone like me who works part-time and that would be able to afford. And you're not just buying the car, you have to buy the charge port and that as well. And that's like $3-4 grand to install, depending on obviously which ones you go into. And the thing is with the batteries as well for electric cars, you're not buying that battery, you are leasing that battery, and depending on how long that lasts, like 5 or so years, you know, you're going to end up looking and go, I'm going to have to get another car in 5 years, whereas you could buy an old banger or my car, and you could have it for a decade, and you would have no real issues, you wouldn't have to worry about that as such. So it's all well and good though.
You've got the other point as well, where it's like, it's only as green as the electricity that is provided for it as well. Yeah. So, you know, if it's still gas power stations and stuff like that, it's not going to make any difference, is it?
Nah, not at all.
I read a book, was a series of books, it was back in middle school, high school, where all underneath the infrastructure, all the buildings and the roads and stuff, all had electric magnets running through them, and that's what all the hoverboards and the cars and all these different things technology was basically ran on. Was all of this magnet stuff, and you start thinking, well, if we're going to start bringing in electric cars, we're going to have to start bringing in something like that. So as it goes across the roads and stuff, it has that kinetic energy sort of charge for you. Because we know we're starting to do it now. There's not a lot of places that do have electric car ports, and you can do on motorways and stuff. They're doing them, but they're not doing them quick enough to sort of go with the whole government thing of let's go green, ladies and gentlemen, because there's not enough time or money for us sort of lower folk to catch up with them.
Because I know they said on Top Gear, do you remember the Top Gear idea they had? Where they
chicken wire,
chicken wire. Like with bumper cars, you have the electric thing on the top. On the motorway, you just have chicken wire. And
have you tried driving a blinking bumper car? Can you imagine all of that? The insurance goes through the roof.
I know, but the good thing is, but a good thing is if you get bored in the motorway, you can just bump into someone.
No.
But I suppose the good thing is if there's a crash, they can just turn off the electricity.
And everyone will just stop, won't
and everyone will come to a stop.
It's that. But it's the same with autonomous cars and stuff that they're trying to bring out now, isn't it? Like the Teslas and that have the self-drive function.
Yeah.
At what point do you, who comes to blame if there's a car accident? If it's between two all self-driving cars, who's to fault? Or between human and computer error, who's at fault? And I don't think, again, people have really looked into it. It's all well and good, they're really good ideas.
Yeah.
But there needs to be a lot less grey area. Because
the problem with a car that drives itself is it's only as good at driving as the person who's programmed it.
Yeah.
It's going to be me if you're awful.
We'll just get F1 cars to program it and stuff, it'll be fine. They don't crash over.
No, but I mean, let's say there was a car coming along and someone's standing in the road and then a small child standing in the road. Someone's got to program it to hit one of them.
That's the thing.
That's like the train. That's like the train dilemma, isn't it? You can either.
It goes for the child, I believe it does. I was reading about this years ago. That it goes for what it deems to be like the item or object that will cause the less damage. So if it thinks, oh, that's smaller, therefore it will cause less damage if hit, obviously it's not recognising that's a child.
It's just
then
an object.
There's the fatality.
I just had a really bad one in my head. I'm not going to say it.
What?
If you're a fat person, you'll be less likely to be hit by an automatic car. Because they'll hit the skinny person.
The other thing is if the car notices you so far in the distance and slows down to a stop, you can just walk and hurdle the cars to wherever you want them to go.
Hurdle the car.
No, because they'll be programmed to get out of the way of you, and you can just herd them.
I thought you said hurdle. Not herd.
No.
I thought you were going to jump the car. Just jump over it.
Oh, God. You can see at the Olympics now, can't you?
110 metre car hurdle.
Oh.
Yeah.
110 metre Tesla.
God's sake.
Oh, no, because that brings obviously onto Elon Musk, and because he's now, they're semi-separated. I don't know how that works from him and his partner, which I just find funny, but she doesn't let their 1-year-old call her mum. It gets called Carol. I was like, what?
Did she call her first name?
Yeah, she doesn't. Their child, which has a bizarre name anyway, doesn't call them by obviously mum or dad. They call them by their first name because apparently that's the woke generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I call my mum her first name all the time. Dad, I don't. It's weird.
I just no.
No, just have mother and father.
Yeah, mother and father. Yeah. But we're weird. We go long. It's weird.
No, because we go like mother and father. We go like what's on that side, and then we go Nana.
Yeah, Nana.
Just random mother.
Yeah, it's weird. We're weird.
My nana is my nana, and then Gramps, and then I'm asking my dad. Well, my dad is either he's Papa or Daddy or Dad, depending if I want something. Papa, can I have this? It's like, matter.
And I've also seen about that protest that apparently because people have been cheating, because even if you're positive, you can just scan the barcode, just report it as negative.
Oh, don't. This is really annoyed me because we took Bradley to school a couple of weeks ago, and there were some parents and that they were all hanging around and stuff. No one was wearing masks at all. I still wear my mask everywhere, even outside and things. And then she was one of the mums was mouthing off, and she was like, "Well," she goes, "well, if you get tested for positive now and you're double jabbed, you can still go out and about." She goes, "I'll still go out and about if I get a positive test." And I'm sort of sitting there going, "Bite your tongue, Courtney, bite your tongue, Courtney." Like you don't want to sort of launch over and go, "You are the problem." Like because you tested positive. You should be isolating. It's not about you anymore if you've been double jabbed or whatnot. It's about every other person. Like there might be some elderly people that, yes, okay, they've had the jab. It reduces their chances of getting it, but it doesn't stop it completely. Yeah. You could be killing off someone.
I think it's about 70% or something.
It's absolutely stupid. And the amount of anti-vaxxers around and stuff.
Honestly, but apparently now, it's for some places, if you do a test, you have to film yourself doing it.
Oh my god!
To prove that you've done it properly, and to prove that it's actually come out as
you have to do the
positive
test,
or negative.
You have to go like this and go, "Hello," it says, positive, negative, that type of deal.
Let me show you how good my gag reflex is.
Yeah, no, you got to fully, do it Because obviously some people are putting like COVID stuff in it, and it's just making it go positive as well.
What, so they can get off work?
Yeah.
You don't get paid for it though, do you? Depending on which employees you have, you don't get paid for it. It's not something you just go, you know what, I fancy a couple of days off work. You don't get paid for that time off.
No.
No, you only get paid if you're actually properly in a hospital with a really.
Yeah.
If it's just get a few days off, I just go, okay, you work at home.
Yeah, depends where you work, really, doesn't it?
No, yeah, because if you have a self-certificate, don't you, for like the first 7 days, so you don't get paid for that, and then obviously you get paid on sick pay if your work does have something like that. Some places don't, because obviously it's been used and abused before, and they go, none happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just people...
Just people.
Take your job of a person, as Dan would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I said we'll back to normal at some point, but will we ever normal? Was the world
That's the thing, isn't it? What is normal nowadays? There's no normal, but I don't think we'll ever go back pre-COVID, ever.
Nah.
No. I think definitely like in hospitals and stuff, that they're just going to wear masks all the time. Like, even if it's someone else, it's like, why didn't they do it before? Because if people are ill, they're already ill, they've got weak immune systems because they're in hospital. So it's like, well, why didn't they just done it before? And the other thing is, even if people, they don't wear masks sort of outside, but if they've got a cold or something, then why didn't they just wear a mask whilst they're out if they've got a cold, so that they give it to everyone?
It tells you like how bad the hygiene was in this country. The fact that it takes a pandemic and this for us to suddenly go, we'll wash our hands a little bit more and we'll wear a mask and stuff. And it's like the amount of flu cases and that have dropped is just like seriously just by simply washing your hands or sanitizing go in and out of the supermarket.
It is, but honestly, Apple have added a feature to their watches to remind people to wash their hands, because
I remember that. Because on your Apple Watch, it kept showing you, said, wash your hands, and you're like, oh, dizzy.
It's bad enough when your watch goes, you need to breathe. I mean, I wasn't breathing. What?
No, it's just, what I was to do, it's time to stand up, it's time to breathe, it's time to wash your hands. If you set it up, you go, oh, you need to wash your hands, especially before, oh, you've been home and you haven't washed your hands yet. Why haven't you washed your hands yet?
Leave me alone, Mum.
You got mummy on your wrist, it's weird.
Oh, it's just weird. No, I'm good.
Well, I don't have a watch.
But that's the thing, isn't it? Like, people are so dependent on that technology, and it shouldn't take your watch or your phone or the amount of celebrities that did the hand washing videos that tell you how to hand wash properly. It shouldn't take you that to teach you how to wash your hands or to be more hygienic. That should be something that is instilled in you at a young age.
So I remember it I don't remember at primary school, the nurse coming in the class, and basically she put this stuff on your hands, and you held it over a UV light, you could see all this, bacteria, whatever it was, I can't remember. And basically she went, off you go, wash your hands, and see how well you washed your hands, if there was any of it left.
I don't remember that happening to me at all.
No, they had it at Benji. There was like a fair thing that they did. My sister was there, and you had to go and wash your hands. And the amount of people, they just don't do it properly. But you think solve so many problems just by simply having the basic hygiene.
Yeah.
I know.
It doesn't cost a lot for soap and soap and that.
Nah.
No. But
Well, unless people hoard it, and then it obviously becomes black market.
Yeah, I remember soap was ridiculously expensive when first lockdown happened.
And hand sanitizer.
And good hand sanitizer.
There was never any hand sanitizer at Morrison's. It was like empty every single day at the start.
I know. I was like, I couldn't get any, and then, to be honest, I couldn't get any. But then, at the same time, everywhere you went had hand sanitizer already, so you didn't really need to buy any.
Yeah.
You know. But on some lighter news, Pringles have changed their logo for the first time in 20 years.
What? No.
Yeah.
I have to Google this. What?
Why is it now? I haven't seen it. I need to Google it.
Oh, I sent you the link
on Facebook.
On Facebook, so you can get it up on the screen. If not.
Why?
They've basically just made it black and white.
Oh, it's horrible.
It looks
like, I like the packaging and I like the text, but I don't like the
face.
The face.
Yeah, the face is odd.
It is.
Why? It loses all character.
I like the Pringles and I like the new cleaner look, but then the face just... Where's his hair?
Like, and look, the moustache had so much more detail. It doesn't... Like, don't get me wrong, the original one doesn't exactly look human either, but it looks more human. Like, whereas the new one's got, like, maybe sharp black eyes and nothing else.
The new one's not even got a bow tie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bow ties are...
And they've got different expressions on it as well.
I know. Because obviously... The original one's got like white dots in their eyes, whereas the other one's just completely blacked out.
Yeah.
And
carry on.
Look at the eyebrows.
Well, looking online at the moment, like they've got like loads of different cans and like all the different flavours have like different facial expressions on it. I don't like it. It doesn't look right.
It reminds me of what's the flower guy? Who's the flower guy? What's his name? The one on the flower.
Flower guy.
What's his name? I can't remember his name now.
It's awful. But when they have changed everything, like when they brought Turkey Twizzlers back, oh my god, I was excited. I was like, oh my god, Turkey Twizzlers, yum 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 yum. Like I wanted to see, like they looked so juicy and like the edge, and I was like, oh. And I had it, and I was like, this tastes foul. This wasn't my childhood. Like I could taste the chemicals, and I was like, this isn't the same taste. This is what I've been longing for. God damn you, Jamie Oliver.
Yeah. Do you want to hear this lovely statement from Pringles themselves?
Oh God, no.
I'm ready.
After being Pringles' loyal mascot for many years, Mr. P has had a well-deserved makeover.
It's awful.
It's its boldest look yet.
It's awful.
Mr. P's hair may now be gone, but he's looking more useful than ever. With striking new eyebrows and his famous stylish mustache as he celebrates his 30th birthday.
No, it's...
Yeah.
Pringles are not 30 years old.
It's really recognisable for something that just looks like you've just whacked from like Picard or something. Like... The worst thing is someone got paid a lot of money for that, and all they've essentially done is removed all the detail off of the Pringles man, blacked out his moustache, and gone, look, it's completely different, brand new makeover.
I could have made that for £100. Easy.
They literally just went on like Clipper Art and went, egg, mustache, dots, some eyebrows, that'll do.
Yeah.
Awful.
See, I could charge my logos for loads of money now, because I can easily do that Pringles logo.
I hate the fact that we're watching a lot of the stuff that we used to love as kids and stuff being recycled. Like, I went to Fran's mum's and she's watching whatever it is, Cartoon Network with the brother's nephew, and Scooby-Doo came up, and I was like, oh my god, Scooby-Doo is like, and it's like, they're so wrong, they're drawn so wrong, they don't sound right anymore.
Yeah.
Honestly, I watched the new like Scooby-Doo movie, and it was so weird.
It's awful, isn't it?
They even had like Dastardly and Muttley in it, and they just looked so different as well.
They've changed it for everything. Have you seen the new Five Sam? That's evil.
The wacky races has completely changed now because they watched it when they first put that ad. I was like, oh my god! I remember watching this as a kid, like Darcy and Muttley, they were so evil, and everyone else again. And then the was like, oh no, they all go and do it together. Like they're all like doing the cheap ways, and it doesn't the same. Like,
how about Dora the Explorer said a while ago?
Oh my god, no, that's just
Well, you mean the live action film or the actual cartoon?
The cartoon.
Okay.
The cartoon, they've changed it again.
It's like the SpongeBob movie, the first SpongeBob movie, and the new one is completely different.
There's a new Thomas Tank Engine coming out as well. I can't remember. It's like the Thomas Tank Engine and like the Race Business Sodor Cup or something. But it's not right at all. It doesn't look right. It doesn't sound right. I'll have to find it to you. You have to see how disturbing this is.
Oh, they're all evil. They're all evil. They've changed it so much. It's because they think, oh, we've got new fancy graphics. Let's make it as weird as possible. And just leave it alone.
But that's the thing, isn't it? It's not new fancy graphics.
So that's like the Teletubbies when they decided to put iPads in them instead of TVs.
You can't change the Teletubbies. I was obsessed with those as a child.
Yeah, but it means technically their antennas on their head don't just. What's the point?
I'll send it to you, Jake.
Okay, I'll have to look at it.
And now I'm sending it to Hazel, the new look for the.
I'm gonna get a live reaction here.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Same.
Ah! Same. It's too happy. Why has it got teeth?
Oh my god, what?
It's evil.
We should hear it speak because it's not Thomas. It's not. Honest to God.
Why did they go from 3D, like actual physical models, to 3D graphics? I believe, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, to 2D.
And then they've gone to this.
Yeah.
Because
why have they gone backwards?
The thing is, the fat controller is no longer the fat controller. It's just now the controller.
Can't call him fat anymore. No.
Yeah, but have you seen the new Goofy?
No. Don't tell me.
He really creeps me out.
Oh no, do you understand this now?
But it's like they changed Bob the Builder. Like Bob the Builder is not Bob the Builder anymore. At all. And they brought him back out, him and Wendy.
It's annoying because I was on about it last stream on Monday, the Children Need song with all the Bob the Builder characters. I watched it after the stream and it's like, oh my god, this is the best. I remember how good this was, amazing. Bob the Builder and everything was on it, and they're like, this was in 2009 and they were still normal. And this was like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that series. It's so weird.
I know.
Oh my god.
They look demented, like they're on crack.
I know.
Is this is like a YouTube spin-off or an actual thing?
No, this is actual.
Yeah, so it's not like the new, like the proper Goofy type thing anymore. Basically, what it is there's a 5-minute short episode things that they have on the Disney Channel, and this is how they draw the characters. Because even Mickey looks weird on this.
I know. The only character who looks okay, in my opinion, is Donald Duck.
I know what Donald Duck looks like, the new one. If you're obsessed with Donald Duck, he can look like an actual duck and you'll be, oh my god, this is Donald Duck, it's amazing.
No, but he physically looks like a bloody
duck.
He looks no different. His eyes might be slightly bigger, but
it's been Jim.
And they've actually put the proper size in it, but it's not.
It's just weird. I don't like. I just don't leave it as is. Like too much of this world is changing as it is too quickly. We're throwing all this at it as well. Like children will never understand how cool and like progressive the things we used to watch as a kid. Like I used to watch Dinosaurs, which is now on Disney Plus. But they did episodes on sexual harassment and drug abuse and everything else. And then the last episode, they get wiped out by a meteor. Like, it was full on inclusive. You learnt a lot. And nowadays, it's like, sunshine and rainbows, shoot out of my barn. Like, it's all supposed to send a happy message, but it doesn't. Because the kids then deluded into thinking this is how life is. Like, my nephew just sits in front of an Xbox. And he thinks that's his whole life. Like, as long as he's got his Xbox, he's fine.
Yeah.
But when we used to watch things as a kid, it was educational. You should have learned something. You know, not all monsters are monsters. Sometimes there's someone behind the mask. And there's no mask them.
Yeah. No, but that's like Monsters Inc. Because, you know, they're monsters, but, you know, they're not.
Yeah. Like, Monsters Inc. was back in happy times, you know, 2004-ish, whatever it was.
Oh, I wouldn't want to go back because my life was hell. But if I could take the TV and the movies with me, I would.
100%. You just come back.
I love the fact that I've come on here to like talk about news and recent events, and then we've just started talking about children TV.
Hey, we were talking about refreshers. We were talking about my YouTube channel.
Yeah, true.
I mean, we're talking about soap for quite a while.
Yeah, well, yeah. Madness. Absolutely
ridiculous. I mean,
I suppose I better disappear for your third guest if you have one.
We don't. You can stick around for half an hour if you'd like. I don't know what else H is talking on the list.
Who would you cast in the Mario movie instead?
Not Chris Pratt. I love him. Oh, he's amazing. But I just don't think he's the right fit at all.
I don't know.
If they're using the current Mario voice as a cameo in the film, why don't they just use him in the film?
It's a big name in it. It's something to draw people in.
Yeah, if they're going to go, yeah, it's a normal character, they're going to go, oh my god.
Because that's the thing, isn't it? It's like, it's not, kids are going to see it, and also they're not mainstream to all the grown up with all the games and stuff. They're not going to understand the fact that this is somebody else.
I suppose it's the same with Detective Pikachu. Obviously, they had
Ryan Reynolds. He was Deadpool. Will always be Deadpool to me now. Hi, Jack.
Exactly.
Hello.
Dan's going to kill me, by the way. It's only half an hour. Leave him the screaming child.
But here's the thing, I asked the question and then I thought actually I want to answer this myself. What you were saying about how like Chris Pratt is in it because they need a big name. The thing is, like, Mario is such a big name as he is that I feel like even if they didn't announce like who the cast members were, if they just dropped a trailer.
We would all go and watch it. All us nerds would go and watch it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like if they just dropped the trailer, they didn't announce like the actual like cast names. It was just Mario that's with the normal voices, like the characters with the normal voices, and it's a movie with like the animation style, like from the games. People would go to see that. I don't think you need a big name like Chris Pratt to sell that.
No, you just need Mario.
Yeah.
The thing is, in the games, he doesn't really speak that much, so...
No, I mean, it's Toad, I think, is the one that talks the bloody most.
Well, Toad does.
Yeah, Toad talks a lot.
In the Toad voice. He's got to do the Toad voice.
Hello!
Oh,
now, is it going to be a musical? No, it's not a musical.
No.
Can you imagine if it was a musical?
I mean, are they going to do a karaoke scene or something?
Well, yeah. Like at the end of Shrek.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's the same when they make anything, isn't it, now? Like, when they did the casting for the last Avatar came out, and I've now watched Avatar, the TV series. I can understand why people were like, seriously, why them? And obviously after I watched it, I can go and go, no, seriously, why them? Because, again, I think it's the fact that they choose names that people recognise. And obviously a lot of people are more in it for the actors than they are really the actual thing itself. Like, I think hardcore Mario fans, if you went, Mario coming 2022, you'd be like, oh my god, you wouldn't even have to release the trailer, you would just have to go, there's a Mario film coming out.
Yeah.
Like
Mario is a character who, like, even people who don't play games, everyone knows who Mario is.
Like the three games that have come out have been like the big, like
Yeah, like everyone knows who Mario is. Everyone knows who Pikachu is. Everyone probably knows who Sonic the Hedgehog is as well. Like everyone knows who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's the same with like the new Cinderella. Like they had like Camilla Cabello as the main character. They had Rob Beckett, Robert Mason, James Corden.
He's everything.
Yeah, and James Acaster. And it's like
Chris Osmond in as well.
I wouldn't be surprised if James Corden is in the Mario movie at this rate.
I like the new fairy godmother in there. I think it was nice to have.
I think that was nice.
I can't remember his name, but he's a woke gay man. Like, go for it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Her as Cinderella, she had more of a realistic body shape than obviously when they did the live action with Lily James. I'm thinking, you know what, Emma, and it's not, I need a prince to save me and whisk me away. It's like, look, I want to be with you, but at the same time, can we just slow the roll? I don't want to marry you, I want to start my own career. I'm thinking, yes, girl, get at it. But then, it was sort of lost around all this other crap. And it's just like, it had the makings to be something really good if you just took all of this out.
Yeah, no, for sure. They were on the right kind of lines, but they didn't.
He was a bit proud as a prince. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm going to shag every maiden in the region, and then basically like, but just because she said 2 words to my father and he didn't like it, she's the one. Like, it doesn't work that way. No one will recognise you but him. It's like, really?
Really?
Sorry, if you guys haven't seen it, I've completely spoiled it for you.
I wasn't chomping at the bit to see the Cinderella movie, I must admit.
I watched it with Holly like Monday or Friday or whatever it was. I can't remember now.
It's good, but like I said, you could have taken a lot of it. Like the main messages of I don't need a man, just get lost a little bit. Like I can do this on my own.
Yeah.
I'm honestly just not a big fan of the whole trend of like the remade live action Disney films.
Some are good, some are not.
I'm not a huge fan of most of them. Like I've seen a few, and I just wasn't a fan. Like I didn't like Courtney. You and me went to watch Beauty and the Beast, and that was alright. I enjoyed that, but it wasn't amazing.
I like Beauty and the Beast. I didn't mind Cinderella. I thought it was the way that they proportioned her body, and I mean properly cinched her. I think that was unrealistic. But when you watch things like Jungle Book and Lion King, I'm just thinking, at which point do you think you've gone too far? And like the new
I think Jungle Book was the first one. Everyone was hyped about it.
I don't know.
And like the Alice in Wonderland movie as well. Like you got that one.
Yeah.
Like
What's the next one?
You got the Snow White movie.
101 Dalmatians
as well.
I watched it. For the amount of hype that Cruella got, I don't think it was worth it. It was so long-winded as well.
Yeah,
I've heard rumours they're doing Lilo and Stitch.
Disney for trying to spin things for villains like Cruella and Maleficent, like fair play. Like Maleficent, her first movie, I loved. Oh my god, I was like, yes. Finally, we have a villain. We can understand that it's not just the fact that she wasn't invited to the christening. There's an actual reason for why she's being a bitch. Like, that is that. And then the second one was like, oh, great, her stepdaughter's getting married and she doesn't like the person doesn't like her. It's like, that's pretty much an average mother-in-law situation.
Yeah.
Just saying. You imagine my mother turning up for tea. Pretty much the same reaction.
I don't know what new ones they're announcing for future ones. I don't think there has been any. I've heard.
I don't know. But
the last Disney thing I saw was the Monsters Inc. as a series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've watched that. It's not too bad because it's not heavily Mike and Sully, but they don't sound right, if that makes sense.
Didn't they do one with Doug from Up as well? I'm pretty sure there's an Up one as well with the dog. I was doing a short with the dog.
Doug, yeah.
Yeah. I also saw ages ago that they're thinking about doing Lilo and Stitch, like live action. I think that's going to be funny.
Right, I've got a list of some that apparently they're going to be doing. The Little Mermaid.
No.
I've heard about this one because there was a big uproar because I believe they cast a mixed race woman as Ariel, didn't they? There was a big uproar about it.
The Sword in the Stone, Snow White, Peter Pan and Wendy, Pinocchio.
Pinocchio might be alright, I think.
I've done a Pinocchio film though.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell. Yeah.
Don't get me started on mixed race actors.
Then there is Rose Red.
The hell is that?
The sister of Snow White.
Oh, for God's sake!
God.
Then there's Prince Charming.
Oh God.
Right.
Hunchback.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
Is on the list.
I'm not being funny. When you watch Lilo and Stitch, you finally get to see a realistic person, human, woman. Like, she's not stick figured. She's got curves. She's the right skin tone, like, for that region. She's not some crazy white person in the middle of somewhere. Like, you know, she's realistic.
Then they've also got Genie, which is basically the prequel to Aladdin.
I think they're doing.
Is that going to have Will Smith as well?
Yeah.
As the genie.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, Aladdin is one we didn't really touch upon, but why?
It was the Will Smith show. Dan and I went and saw it at the cinema, and although we said, you know what, if it came on a Sunday afternoon, we'd probably sit there and watch it, or have it on in the background, but we wouldn't go out of our way to watch it. But it was just Will Smith. And when I watched the original ones when I was a kid, Jafar scared the living shit out of me. Like, I was petrified. I had nightmares of Jafar. Like, Jafar scared me greater than anyone else.
Yeah.
And yet, I'm like, really? Him? Like,
Yeah. I think if I had to pick my best live action, I would personally go with Lady and the Tramp.
I haven't seen that one.
I didn't know that existed.
It does, yeah, it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus.
It's out about a year or so.
Oh.
Well, I was more of a Pixar kid growing up, so I didn't really watch like the musicals.
I mean, honestly, me too. The thing is, I didn't really.
Okay.
I didn't really watch much of the classic Disney stuff.
I loved classic Disney. Oh.
Top 3 Pixar films, go.
Oh God.
Up, Brave, and Bug's Life.
Ooh.
Oh God. I don't know about the order of the top 3, but Toy Story 3 is definitely in there. WALL-E, Toy Story 3, WALL-E, and Finding Nemo. I don't know the order, but it's those 3.
I feel they should have left. I don't think they should have done a Toy Story 4. They're doing Toy Story 5, aren't they?
Oh my God. I could rant for hours about Toy Story. Toy Story 4 was a terrible movie. I hate it.
You and I watched it together, didn't we?
It's not the worst Pixar film. Cars 3.
The thing that annoyed me a little bit was that they basically went out and sold the toy of the Forky when you can just buy a spork and some Play-Doh and just make it yourself.
Yeah, no, it's not confirmed. There is talks about a Toy Story 5.
Oh God! Before they just let it die, they should have ended it with 3. 4 was like over. 4 ruined it. 4 destroyed the character of Woody. The whole trilogy. He's talking about how it's all about being loyal to the kid who owns you as a toy. It's all about being there for them. And then Toy Story 4 is all about how he actually realizes that that's not what being a toy is about, and actually toys should have their own life and be free. That's not been a thing in any of the other movies.
So when he helped out the doll, he gave her the voice box so she could have then her own child. I was like, that would be a Woody thing. Let's face it, that would be a Woody thing. He would give any toy a chance to have their kid. that is him. But for him to go, you know what, goodbye, child, I'm going to go get shagged by, smooth Bo Peep over there. Like, it's a bit like that. That's a typical bloke. That was a bloke writing.
Yeah.
No offense, you guys, but that was a bloke's writing.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He's thinking with his dick, not with his heart.
And he's thinking with his Woody and not his brain.
God damn. Okay.
But here's the thing.
Prix a good ending.
Prix was a perfect ending to the series. In my head, 4 just doesn't exist. I have to just pretend it doesn't exist. Because not only did it do Woody completely wrong, it also really did a huge disservice to Buzz Lightyear and Jessie and all the other big characters. They were barely in it. Buzz Lightyear was in it for all of 10 minutes. Jessie got about 2 lines, and all the other classics, Rex, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, Slinky.
Mr. Potato Head.
They were cameos.
The voice actor for him had died.
Yeah.
During it, so they had to cut his words out and lines out from other movies. So I can understand giving him a slightly smaller role, but the rest of them, that's all what we've grown up with. You think the first movie came out in I think it was 1995, 1994, 1995.
Yeah.
Around up then, maybe a little bit earlier. So that's what we've grown up on. That's what we know. So when he said goodbye in the third one, he went off to college and gave it over to the new kids.
Yeah.
Beautiful, perfect metaphors done. You could have done a couple of shorts with her and stuff, but the four was.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's 4K.
Honestly, you've definitely 3.
Hey, you only said your top 3.
When when he went to uni, top 3.
Go.
Nemo.
Yes.
Live action Nemo.
Action Nemo.
Nemo Inc. And I'm gonna say
what one?
I'm gonna have to say Inside Out personally.
Love Inside Out.
Inside Out. If it was top 5, Inside Out would be there for me.
What was your second one?
I think I'm gonna have to swap out. It's up for Inside Out. I love Inside Out.
Monsters, Nemo, and Inside Out.
Oh, Monsters. Okay, you said Inc. and I got confused.
So here's Pixar obviously they make movies make a lot of people cry. I don't tend to cry that much on first viewings of stuff. Usually I cry. Usually I'll cry on repeat viewing once I know that it's actually sad what's coming up. Inside Out is the first Pixar movie that I cried the first time I watched it.
Yeah, no, same for me really.
And it had faults as a movie, but overall it was the most creative thing they've done in years. It was so good. The entire sequence of Riley running away and then on the bus suddenly realizing what she was doing and coming back home and breaking down it got me. It was so sad.
Relatable, wasn't it? It's a child movie, but it's relatable.
It is. But what I liked was obviously the parents and that they'd obviously established who they were and all their sort of inner characters were either male or female, whereas sort of the kids and that they were sort of a mix of all of them because thought that was really touching.
I'm surprised they've not done a sequel for that yet, with Riley hitting puberty and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it could happen.
I'm gonna turn this question on its head and say, what's your worst Pixar film?
Toy Story 4.
I know. Cars 3. Cars 3. Cars 3.
Let me last though.
I think
it's either Cars 3 or The Good Dinosaur.
Fair enough.
That's something
I think the worst Pixar film, in my opinion, is Onward.
No,
I haven't seen
the new ones. The last one I watched was the Soul one.
I haven't seen a lot of the more recent Pixar movies.
Don't mind, I was heavily pregnant, but I did cry.
I haven't watched a lot of the recent ones. I watched Soul, which I quite liked.
I liked Soul.
What else did I watch? I watched Coco, and I wasn't a huge fan. It was alright.
No, I wasn't a huge fan of Coco.
Coco was reasonably okay. Onward, I don't know why. Onward just didn't really get to me. It didn't really get to me.
One moment in Frozen 2, that really got me on the second watch. Again, I was heavily pregnant. Was when Olaf was like, you know, the whole love moment as he drifts off away, and I was just like, why is my mom? And like, I find a lot of the time, like the kids' movies have a lot more in-depth feeling to them than like when you watch an adult movie.
I think the thing is, kids' movies, like movies that are marketed towards kids, they don't need to have the pretense of being really like complex and subtle. They can just be like, yeah, this is a sad moment, just let it be sad. It doesn't have to be overly complex. It doesn't have to be some sort of like cinematic masterpiece. It can just be a sad scene.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way it works.
I've just seen that the next Toy Story franchise film is releasing on the 17th of June 2022, and it's called Lightyear.
Oh God!
Is it a Buzz Lightyear spin-off?
Okay, so obviously it's going to be centered on Buzz Lightyear. Mind you, I just looked on Wikipedia. Pixar announces Buzz Lightyear movie with the voice of Chris Evans.
Nah.
What? It's not going to be that Chris Evans. It's the other Chris Evans.
What? Yeah, but still,
there's an American Chris Evans who's actually all right.
Knives Out. Oh, he is. He's he is gorgeous, but
it's not the Ginger Tonga Chris Evans.
The voice? Why?
It's the one-man captain.
Why? This is the thing that annoys me. It's like when they cast actors just for the sake of casting actors or actresses. Like they feel like they have to fill a certain quota. So when you watch like recently like the period dramas and stuff, and you're looking at a character going, well.
And this will be the first ever Pixar film to be produced in the 2:39:1 aspect ratio.
Oh.
Whatever that is.
Whatever that means.
So just going back to the question about like my bottom three, because I've been trying to think about this because there's a lot of Here's the thing, I feel like Pixar has very high highs, but I actually feel like a lot of Pixar's movies, especially like in the last sort of decade, haven't actually been that good. Yeah, they struck gold multiple times in a row for the first sort of 6 or 7 years, and then they had a lot of kind of
the golden period.
Come on.
The golden period was Ratatouille up that era, I think.
Yeah. So for me, bottom three definitely includes Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Cars 2 over Cars 3. I thought Cars 2 was so utterly boring. I just couldn't stand that movie.
For me, anything after Cars was just pointless.
I mean, being real, I didn't like any of the Cars movies. I thought they all sucked. I didn't like any of them.
The first one had Jeremy Clarkson in it.
Cars 2 was the worst of the bunch. But those two, and the other one is one that barely anyone talks about, and it almost made me fall asleep when I was watching it, was The Good Dinosaur.
Yeah.
That movie was so boring.
It was.
It was just lame. Nothing happened.
I cried. No. Nothing happens. His dad gets killed. It's his fault. He gets drifted away. He then forms this bond with this little boy who doesn't really know who he is, and then like helps him find a new family before travelling on back to his own. And they all think he's dead. They have
I just didn't find it that interesting.
It sounds like I say.
It's a journey about family and finding where you belong and getting back and standing in your own 2 feet and not being a pussy.
So what about
it's Ice Age. The first Ice Age is exactly the same.
Be a pussy, don't be a man.
I'll make a man out of you. They've live action Mulan as well, and Dumbo. Forgot about this.
Drama class Mulan. He was like, someone called him whatever, and he was like, yeah, I would want to be a pussy. Those things take a pounding, and I was like, oh my god. But it stuck with me because now everyone calls someone a pussy. I'm like, well, clearly.
Oh god. So, just out of curiosity, while we're on the topic.
Sorry, carry on.
No, it's alright. Just out of curiosity, while we're on the topic of Pixar, what do you all think of like the more recent sequels they started to come out with. So obviously you had like Monsters University, you had Finding Dory, Incredibles 2, like...
I liked Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2, yes.
On Finding Dory.
Yes. Finding Dory was, I'd say, like...
The only good thing in that was the octopus, who was sarky as hell.
I like the whale as well. Yeah. No, I liked off.
So yeah, I thought Finding Dory, it was fine, but it didn't need to exist.
No, it didn't need to exist.
Monsters University was my least favourite of the three. Like, I didn't really enjoy it that much. It was alright.
It was alright.
Dory.
I liked it.
I didn't really like Finding Dory and Monsters University, both on the same kind of level for me. Like, they're films that are alright, I'll watch them, but I'm not really fast. The only reason I really watched them is because of the investment in the characters from their better prequels.
I think the backstory for Randall in University is like really good. Like, he was like a super nerdy nerd, and then he got, you know,
that is true.
He became evil because, you know, Mike and Sully were like being bitches.
Now, Incredibles 2. A lot of people like say they didn't like Incredibles 2. Like, I love that movie. I love Incredibles. Incredibles 2 is so underrated. I love that movie.
But it's kind of like Big Hero 6, and that came out on top of like Frozen. Like, Frozen got all the hype, and Big Hero 6 kind of got swept under.
Yeah,
like,
Big Hero 6 is an incredible movie.
I cried.
There's so much stuff I need to watch. People keep yelling at me, and I don't have time.
Haven't you watched Big Hero 6
No, I don't have Disney Plus anymore.
That movie's so good. We need to watch that movie.
You are seriously close to losing your cool kid status right now. Jake, you need to watch Big Hero 6.
I don't have the DVD. I don't have Disney Plus. There's no way for me to watch it.
I have the DVD. I will lend it to you. I will personally make Dan.
I don't have a DVD player. I do not have the. I have to steal Ben's PS4 and watch it on that. It's anywhere.
Yeah.
He's in here, and you're like, oh my god. So, it was a meme that I saw on Facebook, and apparently they were watching it in like the health class, whatever. And it gets to a certain point, and the guy just goes, "If the robot dies in this movie, I'm going to kill myself."
Oh god.
Oh god. And then obviously we won't spoil whether or not the robot does die because Jake hasn't watched the movie.
I'll watch Big Hero 6, Jack, if you watch the Lego movie.
Sure, but...
There we go.
Sure, okay, we'll do that. I'll have to come up with another trade for Lord of the Rings.
Is the Lego movie still on Prime?
Yes.
Yes.
I think the second one's on Netflix.
What about Lego Batman? Is that the second one?
Lego Batman.
I think that was on. I know that was on Prime at some point. Batman.
Too recently.
Yeah.
I'll get Zach to watch the Lego movie with me because he loves that movie.